to Jazz Beating, Volume 1 by Broken Line Beats.
Right. This is a Make the Great stream. And we're going to weigh in, go over some ideas of creating good karma. So get your popcorn. All right? You might want to get your popcorn, get you some grapes or something. Get your favorite drink and relax for the remaining period of time that we'll be together. I'm going to read out of a book titled Creating Good Karma. All right. And of course, we're going to weigh in on this information. We want to release our karmatic burdens and change our life. This is the whole concept, or should I say, the whole reasoning for us going over this information so that we can release karmatic burdens and change our life. Jack?
This is a Broken Line production.
I'll come back. We want to welcome every person, place, and thing on the airway. Come on and get on the set. Get caught up in the web. We want everybody in the web. All right? Everybody here? You tuned in?
This is Broken Land Production.
Ready for this higher science? Let's ring the bell. Bring in the sigil. We're going to start ringing it 3 times because I am the Daniel Hills the third. And I come to bring that higher science, the understanding of the knowledge and the wisdom. I come to bring the whole idea of it all together, the whole pie, the final pieces. You see? Neutrons, electrons, protons, 666. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Even your friend Nicola warned you that you should mind yourself around those mathematical codes of 3, 6, and 9. So I know what I'm doing. You're going to have to rest assured. If not, then what do we have to lose, people? We could continue on living in the state of existence in which we dwell in at the moment. You want to talk about? Is your life beautiful? Can I ask you this question today? What about you? Is your life delicious? Are you living phenomenally well? Or are you just getting by and you just here on earth? Having events and affairs, waiting to check out.
I would define jazz as the language of the spirit, the closest thing to the heart. Jazz.
All right, so we're on part 2. We done part 1 already. If you didn't see part 1, do be sure that you find some time where you can go and get yourself acquainted with part 1. It's basic, simple science and mathematics, nothing extravagant. We're going to get there. That's going to come after part 3. We're going to slowly walk people into the doorways or the avenues in which they need to go into. You see, everybody here on this road to walk their own path, to walk a journey, and everyone pretty much gets misguided and detoured, and that's because we get caught up in following the next dummy, your peers, and this is why they say the blind leads the blind. And it's not too long after where we just have a whole bunch of blind people walking around thinking that they know something. The Eastern concept of karma is based on the principle of cause and effect. In Western society, we recognize this principle as an axiom of modern physics. If we apply heat or pressure to a physical object, we achieve an immediate effect, and this effect is directly related to the nature of our action. For example, if we heat ice, it will melt. And if we prick a balloon with a pen, naturally, of course, it will burst. And so on. I think we get the picture. Similarly, or similar, if we roll a ball along the ground, it will keep rolling as long as we apply force or pressure to keep it in motion. All of us recognize such examples of cause and effect in the physical everyday world. Everyone does. Okay? However, in the East, the idea of cause and effect is applied on a more far-reaching basis and extends beyond the physical world into the mental, emotional, and spiritual domains as well. The universal law of karma applies not only to physical cause and effect, but to every conscious thought and action that arises in our lives. Isn't that beautiful? Hit the heart button, people, and share the video. That's the only requirement that you have here. That's the only thing I ask of people. Now, the basic, keep in mind, we're just scratching the surface right now. Your job is to dissect, digest, and manifest this information that will best suit you. The basic principles that underpins the spiritual law of karma is both simple and direct. According to the karmatic philosophy of life, positive thoughts and actions produce a positive outcome and create good karma. This means we can never escape from ourselves, or at least from the consequences of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. A lot of people forget that thoughts it's as important, if not more, than the actions that you're doing out here. Some people say, "Oh, because I don't steal from the supermarket, nobody won't steal from me." But if you thinking that I should be having a car accident, then don't wonder why your car keep getting hit and beat up. Check. You're not practicing good magic. You don't know how to work your spells and cast your and do no cooking. You keep harming yourself. This is why it's been advised that in the 1900s that the beings, the people, the humans aren't to be enlightened until a certain point in time because they wouldn't know how to handle this power that Nate's going to give them. So I had to chill. In fact, I spent the most part of my life not just learning but vacationing. See, I'm doing it. I came in backwards. I came in the earth vacationing. Now I got to go to work. Check. And my businesses just began. Every minute of every day, we are creating an ongoing stream of good and bad karma. We need to be clear on this. Huh? Every minute, people. Every second of every day, we are creating an ongoing stream of good and bad karma. Whether it be through your thoughts, emotions, or your actions. The compensation, however, is that according to the Eastern wisdom tradition, in which the concept of karma has its origin, the law of karma applies equally and consistently to everyone and everything, to every place. So, without exception, in the West, we often say what goes around comes around. How many times you heard that before? What you do is what you get. Huh? Or we may recall the biblical teaching that each of us reap what we sow. Ain't that what it say in the good book? This is really the same idea as karma expressed slightly differently. That's all. Karma isn't so much a judgment on who and what we are. You're not going to spend eternal hellfire if you're doing something that 80% of the world disapproves of. You need to know your yays from your nays and let them stand as such and be so. It comes to mind to me that you should do what I will. As long as you can withstand the consequences and repercussions. Remember, for every action, there's a reaction. There's the consequences and repercussions for things that we do in existence. And I have to be comfortable and willing to accept. And then in that matter, can I say, Well, okay, yes, this is my law. This is what I do. In regards of what another individual thinks. They may not ever in their life eat a piece of pork chop, but that is their right. Okay? Something like the saying, one man's trash is the next man's treasure. Or what makes your boat float don't make mine sail. You heard all these beautiful proverbs and slogans before, people. So karma isn't so much a judgment on who and what you are, but rather a way of seeing how much of us has an impact on one another as well as on our own present life situation through our thoughts, deeds, and actions. That's profound. So profound, I'm going to read it again. Karma isn't so much a judgment on who and what we are, but rather a way of seeing how each of us has an impact on one another, as well as our own present situation through our thoughts, deeds, and actions. So if you're comfortable with the way you live, then by all means continue on. Everything is good. You good to go. It's working out. It's phenomenal. Stupendous. Delicious. You see? But if you aren't comfortable, you're dissatisfied, things aren't right, you think you should be stopping this, stopping that. Oh, how did I? Then we have to make changes. All right. So I think I'm gonna end here. I'm not gonna make long streams. I'm gonna think about, like I said, digest some of this information that we've just went over. Okay. We don't want to give too much. We want to just give just enough so we can have something to contemplate on. Food for thought is what it is called. So in closing, I want to say that to teach that the purpose of life is the evolution through self-effort of one's limited mortal consciousness into God consciousness or good consciousness, pure, right. This is what will allow you to continue to ascend on in the heavenly or higher realms. So, and to this end, to establish self-realization, fellowship temples for God communion throughout the world, and to encourage the establishment of individual temples of God in the homes and in the hearts of man and woman. Thanks for allowing me to share these few words. I'm Nate, great Nathaniel Hills 3. All right. Make sure you share the video, hit the heart button. All right. Let's, when we share this video, we can get some more subscribers out here. People who want to be a part of a more electrifying circuit or situation. So give other people the opportunity, give other people that chance. In this way, we can make this world that goes around a more brighter place. All right? Peace.